Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project we're going to make a really pretty birthday card, and I'm going to use a 7x5 inch card base. Now it is my favourite base. I will try and do some in other sizes, but I just found this so perfect. So I'll show you how it looks on our cardometer for any new viewers. This is our cardometer that I've made, and I get a lot of questions about this. So all I've done is I've taken the various sizes of card, A4, A5, 7x5, A6, A7, ATC, and I've stuck them down just on one base piece of card and then just added the sizes on them so that I know that I can show you the size of the card, and it gives you a good idea to gauge what size it is, because I know sometimes on screen you think, oh, that looks bigger or that looks smaller. So you know that I'm using the 7x5 inch card. So you can quite happily make your own cardometer. So that's the size of our card. As always, I'm going to make a good sharp score along the edge to make sure that when our card stands up, it looks nice and neat along the edge. So we're going to start with the inside, as always. This is a really simple inside. I've started off and I've die cut one of Anna's Ornate Frames in just a pink, and it's a pink paper. So it's not even a card weight, it's just pink paper, so that it's not going to take up bulk or weight. I've added double-sided tape on the back of it, and I should say everything that I do use I'll put in the description box below of the video on YouTube, and if I can include a link I will do. So I can't always include a link for everything because some things aren't for sale on the various sites, etc. So, but everything is current for Anna Griffin at the time of making the video, shall we say. Do it that way. So I've taken the back of my double-sided tape away, and I'm just simply placing that central to our card. Okay, so that's the base of our inside. You won't need any more glue, I wouldn't have thought, because it's just the inside. It's attached really well on the centre. If you're unsure about it, you can always add a little bit of glue underneath the sections that are wider on the frame, just if you're not happy with not so much glue on it. Next, what I've done is I've taken the same paper that I've used for the actual die cut frame, and using Anna's calligraphy swirl stamps, I've just stamped the edge, and I've stamped from using the 22 clear rubber stamps for birthdays. I've stamped a birthday cake and the sentiment from morning till night, may your birthday be bright, which I think is really nice. And I've also used one of Anna Griffin's stamps, ink pads. I shall put the details of the ink pads at the bottom. Now, hello John. John has asked me to do a review for the ink pads, which I will do, and it'll be coming up maybe towards the end of this week, next week. So we'll do that. I know John's an avid viewer and watches all my videos, so thank you very much, John, for the request. We'll be coming to that soon. So I'm just going to pop the sentiment in the middle, like that. And then you've still got space to add your message to and from. So I can put, you know, to Auntie Joan, lots of love from Anne-Marie and Adrian. That's my hubster. So there's still enough room to write whatever you want in the middle. And no, I haven't got an Auntie Joan. So next we can go to the front of the card. I'm using the fantastic pineapple paper from the Charlotte collection. And it's just so cool, so pretty and funky. So it will match with other Anna Griffin items. It's not too funky that you can't use it with your vintage dies and things. It'll all tone in. So don't worry when you've seen it on screen and you've thought, oh, maybe that's not for me. It is for you, because it's such a great collection, is Charlotte. There's some really pretty papers in there, and I think the pineapple one just sets it all off because it's fun. So we're just going to add the first layer to the base of our card, like that. So try and pop it on straight, Anne-Marie. So that's our base layer. Next, I've taken the oriental frame again, and now I've actually die cut it in Anna's pink metallic card, and that'll sit nicely on top of our pineapple paper. So I've got double-sided tape on the back of this. Again, if you want to add more glue to the sections on the sides, you know, you add more, but I'm happy that the tape will be enough. So we'll just pop in that central to our base layer, like so. Next, what I've got is some more of the pineapple paper, and I've got this on 3D foam, so I'm just going to take the back of this away. And to die cut this, when you get the frame from Anna, you actually get lots of the little inner sections. I think there's 2 inner sections, so I've used one of the inner sections to cut this so that I know that it sits nicely inside the frame. So that's my next layer. Now next, I've been kind of sneaky because I've cut the frame out again in the same pink paper that we cut for the actual inside. And where I've cut it, I've trimmed it to just above or just below where the ornate corners and swirls are on the side of the die. So I've literally cut the die out and then trimmed this section and this section to make a square. So I've got double-sided tape on it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to our pineapple layer that we've just added, like so. Let's see if I can get this straight. And I'm going to place that like that, and then exactly the same with the other side. Let me peel the double-sided tape away. There we go. And so both sides will marry up like that to create another layer that matches the frame on the base. Next, I've got another pineapple layer, and this is the smaller section from the same ornate frame die. And I'll just peel the tape away. Trouble with my tape again. And then that's going to go across the middle of the 2 layers that you've just made the square from. I'm saying square, it's nearly a square, isn't it? So that kind of covers your seam for anybody that's worried about the seams. Next, what I've got is a sentiment from the Anna Griffin birthday sentiment collection, and I'm simply just going to peel this away from the backing that it's on because it's a sticker. It's got a good sharp stick on it, it's not going to go anywhere, so we'll pop that right in the centre. And then I've taken some flowers. Now I've got to admit, these are from the Floral Impressions card making kit, and they match the flower that's actually on the sentiment. So these are on 3D foam, and I'm just going to peel the back of the 3D foam away and then add my flowers. Just, have I got them the right way around? Yep. Just at the side of my birthday sentiment, and then the other 2 flowers at the bottom. So we'll peel the back of 3D foam away and position these just at the bottom like that. And then to finish the card off, I've made a wonky bow, and I've got it on a glue dot, and this is in a dusky pink single-sided satin ribbon, 15mm, and I'm just going to place my ribbon at the side of the sentiment. And that is my card finished. So you can see the inside with the frame and the best wishes message, and the outside matches perfectly. It stands up nicely. It's not too thick that it won't go in the envelope, because you've actually only got 2 layers of double-sided foam, so it'll still go in an envelope. And that is such a pretty card to send to anybody, and I hope you like it. If you do, please give me the thumbs up. If you've got anything to say, please feel free. I love hearing from you. You can always find me on Facebook, and please friend me or click the like button, whichever you know you're happier with. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.